What up, everyone? Here we are back again with the last part of the Datsun Nissan Trilogy, the 280Z, MP-17 Prowl. My boy, one of my classic favorites from when I was a kid. The original G1 cast from 1984. Prowl was originally on the Ark, one of the original soldiers of Optimus Prime, very close. And I was torn apart when he was murdered by fucking, I don't even remember, Longhole or Scrapper, one of the Constructicons killed Prowl, and broke my heart when I was a kid in the movie theater. I couldn't even believe it for a while. I didn't want to accept it. And yeah, just a classic character, but we know that at that time they were killing our toys so they can sell us new ones. Little did we know, but we know now. Doesn't matter. I still love these characters with all my heart and soul, and they bring back so much fond memories of my childhood. Because I can't remember a lot of it, but when I see these guys, it definitely brings some flooding back. So, Prowl, let's dress him. Of course, I'll show you the box. Again, a Takara told me masterpiece. Beautifully done with the nice reflective cop car, highway patrol, and there you go, the Prowl with a beautiful head sculpt. All these Datsun Trilogy figures have awesome head sculpts, some of the best that I've seen Takara do. I really love them. Prowl's probably one of the top ones. So MP-17, the Cybertron military strategist. Prowl, of course, the writing on the bottom. The Fair Lady police car on the side. The opposite side, our boy Prowl. And Transformer Masterpiece Prowl on the back. Prowl standing next to the god, MP-10, Optimus, there he is with his guns, shoulder cannons that we will not be using because they were not cartoon accurate. We'll leave those for his brother Blue Streak. And when I say brother, yeah, I count Blue Streak and Prowl as twin brothers. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes in the lore. Smokescreen came later on. He's definitely a variation of the same car. So we'll just call him a good friend, a distant cousin. But Prowl and Blue Streak, yeah, twin brothers. I'll go with that. Again, you get the Masterpiece card. Some beautiful artwork. There we go. Tech specs on the back in a language that I do not understand, but I appreciate. Alright, instruction sheet, of course, with the history of the Fair Lady, the Prowl design, cop car, highway patrol, transformation with the cannons on the backpack. Of course, they say the shoulder cannons, which I guess he did use them in the animation, but they were not stock whenever you seen Prowl. Prowl did not have them out like that, like the way Blue Streak did. His cannon, his handgun, and of course you can attach it to the top, which I'll show you in the transformation. Semi-automatic rifle, and flip it over and get the instructions for the transformation, which I'm about to show you after the break. You're probably tired of me doing that 3 times in a row, just like I am, but I want to make this on record for this beautiful figure right here. Just an awesome, awesome piece. There you go. So you have the car right here. Nice tempo, highway patrol logos, police. Of course, the plastic tires, they all spin. You can drive them around. My insignia looks a little crooked. I don't know if it's just me, but if you see, it does look a little crooked, but it doesn't really matter. Can't do shit about it. Just awesome job all around. And thank God, Prowl being my favorite, he's the only one out of the 3 that I got that didn't have any imperfections paint-wise. And I'm surprised, since he's a white car, I figured it would be the most obvious to have the flaws, but other than the crooked Autobot insignia, I'm not sure of anything else being problematic with this piece. It's just that good, and a testament to what these people are doing and trying to do. So I'm gonna catch you after the break right now, and we'll get into the transformation of Prowl. Afterwards, we will get into an overview of the 3 characters from the Datsun Trilogy. And then we will have a comparison with their MP family, of course, with the god MP-10. So I'll catch you after the break. Peace. Alright, here we are with Prowl. Transformation time. Before we get to that, of course, We're going to get with the fact that you can put his machine pistol, assault rifle, what the hell you want to call it. You basically just flip his handle in, get the hook, and this time, out of the three, we don't have to pop anything back and lift anything out. Since Prowl is a cop car, he has his police sirens on top, which leaves us with a nice little hole in the back to stick the cannon in. Clean, easy peasy. There we go. Awesome. There we go. I'm getting caught up. All right, transformation time. Let's pull the gun out, of course. Flip that back for when he's a robot. Again, we'll get to the nice clean bottom. And now we'll flip out the arms, like so. Let's get them out. Come out nice and easy. And I want to mention that out of all three characters, it's great that my Prowl has feels like he has the best joints out of the three, the tightest. And I appreciate that because he's my favorite anyway. All right, next up, we want to fold down the mirrors like so. Let's get them out. We're not going to bring them all the way in yet because we need to lock in the head. Pop up the hood through the bottom like this. There we go. That allows us to get this part detached. There we go. So now you can see the seat right here. You push that through, and there we're getting beautiful Prowl head sculpt coming in. Boom, locked into place. Now you want to take the mirrors, fold them like so into the groove, like there. Bend it in. There we go. And the same on this side. You'll fold this in a bit. Again, when it's black, it's hard to see. It's not as easy. All right, and then that locks into the other groove like so. So the mirrors are locked in. Prowl's head is locked into place. I did mess up. I wanted to bend this. All right, so maybe, I don't know what's the best way to do that. I like doing it that way. So let's just reverse a second. I'm sorry, guys. I like, as Prowl's head's coming through, I like to bend this back because that's when I get the best clearance and bring that all the way back like so. I skipped that part. I apologize. Now we'll bring Prowl's head back through, lock in the mirrors into the wedges like so. And now we're back on our way. All right, there we go. Let's see, focus right here. There we go. You see we're in the little wedges, locked into place. Next up, you want to open the doors like that. I keep going off camera, I'm sorry. Open the other door like so. There we go, keep that open. Now, of course, we have the cannons, but we don't want to bring them up because Prowl didn't have his cannons there. So in the animation, you can if you choose to. I choose not to, so I'm leaving the cannons in. You could actually fold this down if you want right now, or maybe not. We'll leave that for later. I'm trying to get ahead of myself. We got to build the top first. So next up, what you want to do is fold this down. But like I say, as you're folding down this front hood, I don't know why I'm not getting a good angle on this. All right, there we go. So as you're folding this down, you got to bring these arms up. So you want to bring this up like so. And the same over here, swing that out, bring the arm up like so. So now as you're bringing this in, you get the proper clearance to swing this through like so. And again, here we are with this panel that I never get right on the first try, but let's try to do it right now. You have to swing this out. It pushes in and out, this chest piece. And as you're pulling it out, you gotta have it meet this little tab that's right in there. And when you get it there, it should click so tight. Right now I'm having an issue because I think I have the cannons in. So I'm popping off the back and getting the cannons up a bit. Or maybe I can bring them down so they do not interfere with anything. Wow, my hand was all in the way. I'm just sliding the cannons down like so, giving the clearance for the back hood because we know that, like I told you on all the figures, these clips go into these black pieces right here. But first we have to get this sucker to make that super click. And let me see if I could get that going. There we go. You hear that click? It's a little pressure. That's why I couldn't really show it on camera. But once you get that in, that sucker's in there tight. Then you can bring back the hood, the front windshield, and hook it into place. Cannons are out the way because we won't be using them, so you can just fold them up like so, and you can see that right there. They're just leaning in the back of the glass. Never to be used again. All right, next up, we will now fold our arms out, like I told you. As you can see, cool shit with Prowl and Blue Streak. They had tires in the back, and Smokescreen had his tires on the top. So there we go. Arms are done. Rotate that around, bring that around like so. And now back to the bottom, of course. So we're gonna open up these white pieces so we can get our detachment. This one's always one that gives me a little trouble. You gotta have a little bit of nails when you play with Transformers, or you're in for a real treat. Pop these apart. There we go. Of course, the hardest part that people don't get is when you slide this little panel out. It's a little tough. And there you go. And then we're gonna bring down that swivel, that joint right there, as you can see. And we're gonna bring that around like so. Fold the glass in the back on the hook that keeps it in place. Again, flip this foot piece up, and now bring down the whole assembly and make it lined up tight. Swing around the foot like this. Open the tailpipe to make the heel. And again, use the back peg to rest the back of the leg on. And there we go. Again, of course, for the second 50 millionth time, I forgot to tell you to bring the full thigh out with the knee. And there you go. We have one leg complete with the foot piece, the panel. Sometimes it goes in a bit. You can just press that up as you see fit. And there we have one foot resting properly. Next side, same thing. Let's pop this panel off. Well, try to get that open. Like I told you, it's probably the most difficult thing on this figure because it locks in pretty tight. There we go. So we're sliding that out. And once we have that out, we can open the leg first this time like I was supposed to do. The leg comes out first. Pop this open, which is in super tight like I told you. For some reason, mine, oh, that's because this closed back. That's what was holding it closed. Everything tabs into its place for a reason, guys, and that's where I messed up. All right, so now we're gonna bring in the joint again, slide it down and around, get the little peg in the back. I'm sorry, I'm looking through the viewfinder, so it's hard to see if I'm cutting it off the camera. Slide the mirror back there, the glass, pop up the little foot. All right, next up, we want to bring this foot around like so. Right there, see, bring that in, pop the foot heel out the back, and there we are. We rest that on the leg, bring these down. Something's wrong again. We need to flip this around. So now that this is tabbed in over here, we have the proper clearance. We just turn the waist around, and boom, we have a badass Prowl, which I will move the camera up in a second and show you. There we go. And there's Prowl in all his G1 glory. Let's get him strapped. Oh, I forgot to move up his doors. Skipped over his doors, one of his key features that make him look badass, especially also with those red horns. So yeah, there you go. Awesome Prowl, on the money, cartoon accurate, has all the articulation in the world, total swivel, bendable knees that go pretty far back, pretty far forward. You can do the split because the skirt moves. Total arm, upper bicep swivel. You have a lot of rotation. You can do basically any pose. Sometimes I like to keep him holding his gun with both his hands. Shows that he means business. Badass cop, RoboCop. The original RoboCop. And we'll pull him out like so. He has a white handle on his gun, so you'd fold it like you did when you hooked up the car. Just fold that back like that. You see the tabs, they go into the hole on the hand. Slide it in like so, tab it in, close the hand, and there you go. Like I said, this is just a badass piece. Awesome face sculpt, head sculpt, I'm sorry. It has some nice swivel, upper movement. I'm sorry I haven't been showing the movement on the head sculpts on my other reviews. Yeah, so they can go all the way around. Look up. Can't look down so much, but that's cool because you can position him down facing and, downward facing. Get some cool poses. Like I said, sometimes I like to just keep him like that. Keep the other hand open, holding the gun like so. He just looks like he's ready to kick some ass. Badass piece. Yeah, so that's it. I have the Datsun Trilogy. This is Prowl. And I'm going to give you a cut right here. Hope you guys are enjoying my reviews, my sloppy reviews. This was MP-17 Prowl. And now I'm going to give you an overview of the 3 Nissan Datsun cars. And then we'll have a comparison with the other masterpiece figures in the line. So you can have a size comparison. And we'll just do a farewell after that. Thanks for sticking with me through this. I'll catch you after this break. Much love for Prowl. Rest in peace. Dun, 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 dun. Here we are. We made the end of the Nissan Trilogy. Part 3 of my review. If you've been following, if you're just finding this review by looking up Prowl, go back and look at Blue Streak. The badass Blue Streak. Look at that, man. Awesome figure. Go check out the other review, part 2, the badass smokescreen. As you can see right there. Oh yeah. And if you've been tuning into this review, you already know what's up with RoboCop himself, Prowl. Look at that. Badass. So as you can see here, I have them all together. The brothers and the cousin. And I just wanted to show you some poses I did, real quickly. Give you a nice brief overview of the 3 characters together, their similarities and their differences. And as you can see, it's pretty clear cut how that goes along. Of course, you have to appreciate Blue Streak for being the original version of the car, Prowl the cop version, and Smokescreen the race car version. And now I will bring in a comparison for size. We have the God MP-10 Optimus Prime. There we go. As you can see, Prowl's a little in a stance right now, so I'll use Blue Streak, who's standing pretty much straight up, so you can see the size next to each other, of how they look, how they scale. They look pretty damn good. The cars, I don't know, for some reason they look a little smaller than I remember than they did in the cartoon compared to Prime, with the size they have Prime now. But it could just be me, and of course, if you're a super fan of the show, scale is something that you just can't really go by. So we just gotta trust Takara's guidelines and the third parties when they make their figures. As you can see here, I'm featuring a Bad Cube Brawn, which is the next class down from the MP cars. As you can see, he's like the next size. And of course, I'll bring in Bumblebee, who's even smaller than Brawn. So we have a nice size chart to get these guys separated so you can see how they all look next to the God. There we go. Look at how awesome that is. And lastly, I'll bring in my boy Sideswipe so you can see how he looks next to Blue Streak and Prowl. Wow, it's just a lot of MP love going on over here, guys. Awesome pieces that just got me super addicted. The toys that I always wanted when I was a child are now available, and I'm super hooked. And I hope you are enjoying the ride with me because I just want to share it with everyone. Alright, so this is the last time to soak this in. Reviews are coming up on all these guys. If you see them in my videos, using them as comparisons, best believe I will get to them at one point. And there's just a lot to cover. So this is the end of the Nissan Trilogy, the Datsun 280Z, Prowl, Smokescreen, and Blue Streak. Soak it in. Magnus is out of here. If you like what I'm doing, please leave a comment, subscribe, like the video, I want to hear from everyone, especially the Transformers community, since I'm a new guy. I want to hear what you guys think of my reviews, and I'll spread the love back with you. So catch you on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.